All right. Hi. Um, okay, so it is 11:40. I think it was day 4. I missed yesterday. Um, I just I just didn't have the energy. Things are so messed up. Let's see. I did a lot of work yesterday on the apartment. Just trying to stay busy, right? Um, so what happened yesterday? All right, so LA was asking people to stay. Myself. Um, so I feel like I spend so much of the day just spraying this. Like I'm so glad I have 3 cans of it just because of my OCD. These will run out eventually, and that will be a bummer. Um, LA was asking people to stay at home. They said it's not an official shelter in place because that's for like active shooter things, like in school situations. Smell of a robot vacuum. It's very loud. And I have something in my eye that was driving me crazy. It has been for hours, and I don't know where my purse is, so I don't know where my eye drops are. Not that any of that matters. Okay, so yeah, I'm not touching my face. Go me. Okay. Yeah. So it started at midnight and it goes until April 19th with an option to extend. So it's like 40 million people, I guess, that they just told to stay home to keep this from spreading more. So that's good. Looks like they're doing this in these bigger cities, but it's kind of bad because it seems like in other places they're not doing it at all. And so this kid I used to work at Geek Squad with like years ago, Alex, he made a post with it yesterday, and I think it's a smart, good point. Like, this is going to take forever if we're not doing like a federal level mandate that everyone needs to stay at home. Okay, yeah. So it's just more work I do in the house. Oh, there were no new cases in China for the first day, so that was a pretty big deal. But then I watched more about it today, and I guess because it's where it supposedly started or whatever in Wuhan. So they're saying there were no new cases of people that are there, but there are actually a growing number of cases from outside sources. So some experts are saying that they may have a second wave coming. So it's not good that they started letting people go out and shop and do all sorts of stuff again. But I guess we'll see, because no one really seems to know. God, that is so loud. What's going to happen? I guess, oh my god, really? Awesome. I'm just gonna... Hey, bud. Did you just... Okay. Okay. So... Whoop. There we go. Yeah. So... total U.S. cases yesterday were 10,442, I think. And the total U.S. deaths were 150. Should probably not be. Soggy and candy. We'll try and talk. Yeah, so today they announced they'd be shutting down 40 libraries in Chicago, but I think they changed that to all the libraries and all of the public parks as of 5 o'clock tomorrow will be shut down in Chicago and not open for public use. Although they may be trying to repurpose those spaces for like the homeless and help with other stuff like that. Indiana schools are extending their period of being closed through May 1st. I don't remember, was it yesterday or the day before that we found out about the schools In Chicago extending. Yeah, it was yesterday. At 5:10, there was an announcement that Chicago schools would stay closed through April 20th. So originally, March 30th was supposed to be the last day, but I guess now it's April 20th, and then we'll see what happens. When we get closer to them. Oh yeah, it was super. Oh, it was so upsetting. What's going on in Italy is super sad. I think the night before last, they had 457 people who died. And last night, they had the highest death total for like a single night so far. It's like over 600 people died. And they said they have so many bodies in one of their cities, they ran out of room. And so they have these videos of their like military trucks driving them out of town, like the dead bodies out of town because they didn't have any more room for any more dead bodies. And that was just... These are people. Each one of them is just like an individual. They're just... Yeah, my heart and my head don't even know what to do with that. It's so painfully sad. And people are still messing around on the beach in Florida and acting stupid like they don't get, like, this is a real thing. And I get it, like, most of the time it doesn't feel real, like, everything feels so normal. But then not at all, also. Yeah, so I was supposed to go see the endocrinologist today. I've been waiting months for that appointment. And they canceled all of their appointments and have to reschedule them. And they said that it would be, like, unsafe for me to come in for all my immune stuff and whatever anyway. But then they needed me to do blood work, so then they sent me to the clinic, blood lab or whatever, to go do that really fast. And it was strange. Like, I didn't even want to go in the hospital to begin with after what they said, but then you walk in and then there's a nurse, like, with this, like, the little bungee gate things, and she'd ask about, like, have you had a runny nose, have you been coughing, have you had a fever? No, okay, well, here, she gives you a piece of paper about what to look for symptom-wise, and then directs you to the desk, and then at the desk they give you a face mask, and you have to wear that walking around the hospital. So I got that, and then I went and got my blood drawn, and left. I was, like, in and out, like, 10 minutes, and it was weird. It was, like, it's usually loud there. It was, like, super quiet. There were not very many people there, and everybody there had a mask on pretty much, except for the janitor, which I thought was strange, but, yeah. David and I went to Target to try to get some stuff. We still couldn't find toilet paper, so, yeah, we have, the hardware store was open, so I did get him. That's my brother and my dad texting me back. I hadn't texted them all day, so. But anyhow, well, at least my brother did. But yeah, David and I went to Target. We still couldn't find any toilet paper, but because the hardware stores are still open, which is exciting while I'm working in this place, he grabbed 15 2x4s and like 9 cans of insulating foam for me. There are 5,151 cases in New York, and they said it's about a third of all the cases in the U.S. So they have their stay-at-home mandate today. I don't know if it starts today, but they were talking about it today. And Blue and I were watching their governor speak, Andrew Cuomo, I think, and he's lovely. He's funny, and he's insightful, and he's intelligent, and we really enjoyed hearing him speak. He seemed like a solid dude. I feel like you don't usually see all the governors, and so that's been kind of interesting too. The one from, what was it, Washington? I think it was Washington. Sounds like a super hippie. That was kind of funny too. Yeah. So, the Chicago stay-at-home order starts at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and it goes through April 7th. It's not the same as shelter in place, and it's not like we're on lockdown. It's not like how it was during the Boston Marathon bombing when we were in Watertown, and they were looking for the bomber. This is that you can go to your doctor's appointment still. They just don't want you doing non-essential things. So you can still pick up your medicine. You still go to the grocery store, but they're saying don't go every day, you know. It's just be smart. It's being smart. You're trying to, when you do go out, you're supposed to keep 6 feet of distance between you and other people. Excuse me. If you have symptoms, you know, you don't want to get other people sick, so stay home. Like, these just seem like common sense things, but people aren't doing them, so it's kind of like a, like I said this before, I don't think it's in my other videos, but I know I've said it, like, it's kind of just like a frustrated parent. They're like, you know, we tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you just couldn't behave, so now we're going to take the door off your room, because you knew better. And we did, and it's ridiculous. So, yeah, they did push the federal tax deadline back 90 days, supposedly for the first time in history, so that's pretty crazy. There's more. I didn't even write everything down from the day. There's just so much. Serenity's, she's having a hard time, like, digesting all of the stuff going on. But I just keep talking to her, because, I mean, that's what we do, right? And, man, I'm making the focus of everything. I listen to it all day, but, like, you know, like, her and I, we have our little separate time. And, I got to talk to my friend Angel. That was cool. He's a nice guy. Sarah, she's just always the brightest spot of sunshine ever. I really do hope that I get to see her sooner than later. I have no idea when this is all going to be over. It's so crazy. Because it kind of feels like not a whole bunch is going on, because nobody in my personal life has been infected and or died from it. And I mean, really, I never get to leave the house or see people anyway. Like, that's my life. So, when I talk about isolation and how hard it can be, and people are like, oh, yeah. Like, I feel like they're kind of getting it now. And it sucks. But it also means that it's not that different than my everyday life. It's just all the death, like, it's like overwhelming. You know, they said, like, that if nothing happens, if we do this stay-at-home thing and we're all more careful and whatever, and at the end of it, everybody's mad and says, oh, we did that for nothing because nothing happens, blah, blah, like, that's what they're hoping for, and that makes sense to me. And they're like, you know, because nothing happens, then that means a bunch more people didn't get sick and a bunch more people didn't die, and that's fucking great. So, yeah. Talking about sending out some stimulus thing. I don't know. The money just, it sucks, and everything's negative, and all these bills are piling up, but it just doesn't seem like anything compared to, like, just the immense loss of human life. It's so much. And I really want to see my grandma. I don't get to see her, like, all the time every day or anything like that anyway, but just knowing that I can't see her, and that if I drove out there, like, I couldn't hug her and be next to her, and I would do this thing in my hair, they're like, I'm just worried about her. I didn't hear much from her today. She asked me if I had gone to the hospital or whatever, because, you know, she didn't want me going outside. But that's about it. And now I have some text to check from my little brother, so yeah. I feel like I'm all over the place. I guess I am. Just don't really know what to say. It's just I wish I knew more. I wish I understood more. I wish I could do something more helpful. I feel really helpless, I guess. I feel like there's a lot of pain in the world right now, and I am just totally helpless. And I understand that, like, staying home is supposed to be, like, doing my part, but doing nothing doesn't feel like doing something. But if it's all I can do right now, then at least I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Poor Blue, like, it's her senior year. She's supposed to be graduating in a few months, and it's wild. I'm really thankful that we have, social media and YouTube and all this stuff where we can keep up with the news and we don't have to be outside to do it, and we can keep up with one another, and that's good. Stupid. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I have much else. Yeah, I feel like I've had lots of thoughts all day, but I didn't really stop to record or talk or write or whatever. So maybe that'll be the goal for tomorrow, because I'll still be here. So yeah, March 20th, 2020. It's Friday, and it's 11:57. My birthday's in 4 days. Doesn't feel like it. It's crazy. Be kind to each other. Show love, even when it's hard. Try not to judge people. Some people are doing some things that do not seem very bright right now that could really cause harm to others, and that is very hard to swallow. Just be kind. I don't know what else I can say. That's my driving force in life, is just being as kind as possible. Trying to do as much good and cause as little hurt, as one can. I know we'll get through this. Just wish I had a better grasp of what the fuck was going on. I really can't stand feeling uninformed. Being in the dark is not comfortable. Yeah. Okay, hopefully I'm more put together tomorrow. I should really do this earlier in the day when I'm not so exhausted and overwhelmed by 20 hours of news.